And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Yes, here we are again, live stream, and we got a good start on the show. I'm a little bit early. I got some great news lined up. Let me see who showed up first. We'll do a disclaimer, get into some news. We'll have a nice short open show, and I'll save the majority of the show for the membership. So we got Chris Smella. Welcome to the video live stream. Henry Hill decides to show up. Gregory, thanks, Gregory, for the donation on the channel. Got Mel, Lady Di is showing up. Crypto She-Hulk. We got Phil and Vulcan Aussie. Joshua Mott is back. Matthew Munoz. Carl Ross. And Channel C, Veronica 33. And then we got Uddy to Earth again, Benjamin Chatson. Mike Hunt is here. Mike Hunt is here. Is that good? Ha ha ho ho hee hee. Yazid. Welcome, Yazid. Then you got KG3. John Corson is back again. John Corson. Let me read off the disclaimer. My name's Crypto Hulk. Not a financial advisor. Not a crypto advisor. I know nothing about finances. If you listen to anything on the show, you'll be financially destroyed. Helio Bob is here. Crypto Griff. Staying up for this one. Good. I got a smash open show. I think it's a super telling show. So anyhow, don't listen to anything I say. My goal is to financially destroy you on this channel, okay? I'm just putting that out there so you know. I give the worst financial advice. You won't want to listen to anything that I say, all right? We got Bentley Holiday. Remember for 3 months. What's up, Hulk? Well, Bentley. Okay, so I was talking to my friend today. I have like one only friend, and really I'm kind of stretching it. But we were talking, and I'm going to again attempt. I got to chop down the open show because a lot of times it's going 25, 30 minutes, and then I'm spending all the top nice, fun, clickbaity news on the open show, and then for the members only. So I will keep this show at 15 minutes maximum. Yeah, maybe less, 13 to 15. So I'm going to have to move. I will be doing pretty much from now on about one news article on the open show. And if you want to watch the rest, just become a member, just because I can't be dumping in 30, 35 minutes on an open show and then an hour on a regular show. It's just open show. Most people watch it. My Google tells me about 13 minutes. So we'll keep it. I'll try to keep it somewhere around there-ish, 13, 14-ish, because that's what the average is watching it at. I got to go back and be strict with that. My business advisor talked to me today. So we'll be doing that. And then just the extra time will be given to the members only. So with that, just expect nice and short open shows. They're the same length. Like he was telling me, Joe Rogan's shows are like 8 minutes, and this other dude, he's like 8 minutes. And a lot of the crypto people, 10, 12, 15. So it's right in there with them. They're going to go through 10 articles. I'll go through like one. And let me continue. Brazil, here we go. Here's the show for the open show. I'm going to give you the article so we can keep it more study. A lot of times, since you're only going to get probably one article on my open show now, maybe two if they're small, I'll let you have the article. Then you can like study it after the show, so it makes it more educational. Here's the article I'm going over. And then I have 2 links for you later. 2. Brazilian crypto industry gets regulatory clarity. Brazilian crypto industry gets regulatory clarity. Wow, that's big. Amid global uncertainty, the recent regulatory framework from the Brazil Congress will benefit the country's financial institutions and bridge local liquidity with global markets. Okay, it's going down in Brazil. They got like half their government ready to sign off on this. As the global crypto community is still licking its wounds from the FTX collapse, a liquidity crisis continues to spread around centralized exchanges and DeFi alike. It is soon to be decided whether the coming regulation triggered by FTX's bankruptcy will bring a silver lining to crypto. So, what they're showing here is that definitely in Brazil, their lower house it says here, well, that's the next sentence. Let me continue this next sentence and then I'll talk a little bit. The Chamber of Deputies of Brazil, the lower house of the country's federal legislative body, has passed. They have passed a regulatory framework. That is amazing. Okay. Notice how they do that before the United States. Do you notice something weird about how they didn't even invent crypto? How the fuck do they come up? Next thing I want to know is how did they get so smart in cryptos? We invented it in America. We got the top colleges, top universities. They send their students here. But how does South America come up with crypto regulations like before us with all the top colleges? We invented the computer, all the Silicon Valley stuff, and da da da, and they come up with crypto regulations first. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why I'm reading the article. I just want you to notice something very interesting. And I've got two Whopper links to give you at the end. And no, the Whopper's not a sandwich. It is estimated that 10 million Brazilians, or about 5% of the population, trade crypto. The largest centralized exchange in Brazil is a local business called Mercado Bitcoin, soon to go out of business, with roughly 3 million users. International players are already in Brazil, like Coinbase, Gemini, do not have such a relevant prevalence in Brazil. Thus, global bankruptcies like FTX have not affected the blockchain market in Brazil. Listen, global bankruptcies like FTX has not affected the blockchain in Brazil. They're not tripping about it. You notice how America's going crazy about that shit? All the YouTubers just talking about FTX, just trying to milk that thing to get all these viewers, right? Well, when you go to Brazil, it's not even a thing. All right. Only in America, because you got all the drama, crypto channels just trying to get those ratings up. Recent regulatory news from Brazil gives a ray of hope as other countries around the world are targeting. Now, listen to this. Other countries around the world, United States, are targeting the cryptocurrency industry without making any distinction between good and bad actors, especially in US and Europe. Wow, it's so fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing I have to be in America with these dumb fucks that we call leaders. It's a damn shame. The United States, here's how it goes in the United States. CFTC continues to aggressively police new digital commodity asset markets. We're going to stop there for a second. Crypto Hulk just went over yesterday's show about how I was a police officer in California, how I enforced law. I was police. The CFTC, they're not police. Why? Because there is no crypto law. I went over, you had to have a penal code, health and safety code, business profession code. I could issue citations based on that code. That's what police do, issue citations based on code. Guess what? We have no code in the US. So therefore, by definition, the CFTC is not the police. Oh, logic. Did you hear it? Okay. Damn shame. Let's see, cryptocurrency landscape. The Brazilian SEC. So let's see what's going on in Brazil with their SEC. The SEC in Brazil is pursuing changes in the country's legal framework. Oh, maybe we should have been doing, you know, when I started my Crypto Hulk channel, look back. This is it. This is the original channel. You can go back 2 years and I'm saying we have no crypto laws. There's nothing codified. I've only been saying this like 2 years. No other channel. That's also a damn shame. So, what is Brazil doing? They have a regulatory sandbox, and it's a place for companies to come in, open up for the governments to work with them, and then off they go their merry way legally. Well, no, we don't do that in America because we have a crooked SEC. All they do, they don't publish rules, they just fine people. What? That's like not telling anybody the rules and then busting everybody when they do something wrong. But everybody's afraid to do anything because they don't know what's right or wrong. Does that sound like, well, that sounds like America. Criminal America. Wow. Brazil's legal framework states that the central bank will determine the rules. Oh, and a license will be required for any firm that exchanges fiat for crypto. In Brazil, the central bank will determine the crypto rules. Very, very interesting. See, in America, we got all these dumb shits. We call them House of Representatives and senators. They don't know a fucking thing. They know how to accept bribes. They're the best at that, but they have no clue about crypto. So why are we letting dumbasses determine all this shit and try to? It's like the blind leading the blind in America. It's really a damn shame. And you got government officials called the SEC out there busting people and then taking their money. Think about this. Can you think of countries like third world countries? They don't have certain rules, or maybe the rules are old, but it don't matter. The cops go out, they pull you over, you give them 20 or 50 bucks, and the cops let you go. That's the SEC in America. I'm not joking. That's how it's designed. When the SEC does not publish rules, and when you get busted, you pay them, but you didn't break any national laws in the United States Code, but you still pay the SEC, they keep the money. It doesn't go to the government. The SEC keeps the fine. So imagine a third world country. The cops pull you over, you pay them money to bribe them, and the cop keeps the money. That's America. That's the SEC. I'm going to show you two articles here real quick. We're talking about Brazil. We're talking about crypto regulations. We know that. Oh, here's the article. I forgot to send it. Damn it. So now here's the Ripple article. So I just sent one. It's from Cointelegraph. It's the Brazil article I just went over. It's kind of a big article. You can read it later. Now I just sent you a Ripple page. I'm going to send you another Brazilian article. I'm going to explain these two links real quick before the show's over. Copy. Okay. So the first link was the actual article that I read you guys. I realize it's a shorter program, so go ahead and go through it. The second article, what do we have here? Ripple officially launches operations in Brazil. This is dated 2019. If we scroll down, you can read through the article. But notice when you go down about 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 paragraphs, you'll see RippleNet customers. Scroll down to there. RippleNet customers. Right underneath that, you'll see Ripple. Now, this is 2019, only 3 years ago. Ripple already has more than a dozen Brazilian financial institutions and money transfer companies on RippleNet, such as Santander, BTEC, and Banco Rendimento. Why am I showing you this? Because Australia needed help coming up with regulations, which they have. Ripple went to Australia to help them. Ripple in 2019 went to Brazil. Now Brazil's talking about they have their crypto regulations. Huh. Well, are they working with Ripple? Well, sure looks like it here. When you got 3 years ago, 12 banks, now there's probably 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100 banks in Brazil working with Ripple. They work with the banks, work with the government. So obviously Ripple's working with them. But to show you even more, look at the last article. Here's the title. I don't need to think I need to say anymore. Brazil and Latin America's largest bank will use Ripple to process payments. Holy shit, Crypto Hulk, you're right. Yeah, looks like from Mexico all the way down to South America, all the way the fuck down. Ripple's got it on lock. Okay? Now, to your dumb friends, or your friends might not be dumb, they're just watching dumb channels. Some of them are worried about Ripple and is it a security? Does this look like a fucking security? Brazil and Latin America's largest bank, it's called Unibanco, will use Ripple to process payments. Do you use securities to process payments? No, you don't. When you send people money, do you send them securities? No, you don't. To the people that are unsure about the court case, you need to watch my members only show and learn. Because you are so fucking lost if you watch other channels, or especially if you watch the mainstream news, you have not a fucking clue. That'll wrap up this show for today. We got one last person that joined, Andy Landestoy. Thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that. Now we got a members show all ready to go. We got some great information here. I got more Ripple partnerships to show you and stuff. Members only. Our show is going to start in about 30 seconds from now. Let me switch right over. Thanks for showing up to the open show. We'll see you tomorrow if I make one.